Good afternoon, everybody. This is Pamela Perry getting on here to talk to you about an icon in the voiceover business. A lot of you know him from different programs like The Adventures of Odyssey, I think it was. Let's see here. It says deadly disease leads to voice actor Will Ryan's cause of death. He died on the 19th. So, yeah. Condolences have been shared, informing us of heartbreaking news due to voice actor Will Ryan's passing on November 20th, 2021. One news article says the 19th, the other one says today. So we'll go with this one. As we all know, he has died from a deadly disease, I think. And it says he has served for many years as an actor, historian, voiceover specialist, a songwriter, and a singer. As a voice actor, his breakthrough was when he provided Petrie's voice in The Land Before Time, the original animated classic from 1988. Putting that aside, he is also known for his voice work as Mr. Eugene Metzner in the Christian radio drama Adventures in Odyssey, and Grubby in The Adventures of Teddy Ruxpin. On a Disney Christmas album, Willow and Filio performed I Wish It Could Be Christmas All Year Long in a voice similar to Mickey Dolenz of the Monkees. I'll have to find that. In the Family Guy episode, Road to the North Pole, he had provided the voice for Winnie the Pooh, not mentioning that he performed briefly the Merry Monotones, the 20 style music and comedy trio. Besides, though, Mr. Ryan had voiced Rabbit and Tigger, the singing voice of Eeyore in the Disney Channel's long running show Welcome to Pooh Corner, as well as many other Pooh cartoons. So he did have some other voice roles in Return to Pooh Corner and Grubby as Teddy Ruxpin. Let's see. His other voice credits include Mickey's Christmas Carol, Mole, Willie the Giant, Pete, the Big Bad Wolf, and Weasel. Frog and Toad are friends. An American Tail, the character he did was Digit. Frog and Toad together, he was Frog. Morris Goes to School. Morris the Fisherman and the Candyman. Little Mermaid, Harold the Seahorse. He was in Rockadoodle. He had a voice part in Rockadoodle as Stewie. Thumbelina, Hero, Reverend Rat, and Goat. And it says here, another heartfelt story has been shared as well. Read to find out more. Okay. And it goes on to talk about how Gary Stevens lost his 4-year-old son of blood cancer. Yeah. But we'll go down here to his cause of death from what they say. This news has broken so many hearts. Many have attributed and shared their condolences through social media. It's shared that Will Ryan's cause of death was due to a short illness of cancer. In his Wikipedia, it is written that he was 82, although other sources have written he was 72. The beloved actor has played more than 150 characters in more than 400 episodes, being most well known as the lovable genius Eugene Metzner. Let's see here. It is tweeted, not only an incredible actor, but musician and comedian that brightened the world of anyone who knew him. Our love goes out to his family and friends, somebody tweeted. Later, a fan replied, for Webulous World of Dr. Seuss fans out there, he was a writer on season 1 giving me some of my favorite one-off characters and such great dialogue. He and my fella, Craig Sherman, who wrote the WGA award-nominated Road to Caleri. Will Ryan was one hell of an adventure. Rest in peace. So yeah. Fans have commented, such sad news. Will Ryan was one of my favorite actors of all time, praying for his family and friends. One said the voice of Eugene Metzinger. Gone. Wow, that's the end of an era right there. Rest in peace, Will Ryan. Our shared. Uh, Rest in peace, prolific voiceover actor Will Ryan, who once played the ethereal embodiment of Mike Jitlov's endearing, eccentric distaste for film unions in The Wizard of Speed and Time. He had also narrated the film's trailer. A Twitter account wrote, just found out that Will Ryan, the voice of Petrie in the original Land Before Time, has passed away. Rest in peace. May you earn your wings and fly as he did. X's and O's for love and hugs. One even expressed, Will Ryan, a talented actor and the original voice actor for Petrie in The Land Before Time, has recently passed away. Rest in peace, Will Ryan. You will be remembered very fondly by many, especially me. Frank Conniff had said, I was lucky enough to know and work with Will Ryan, a great talent and a great guy. Rest in peace. One replied, I'm so sorry to hear about Will Ryan's passing. He was a wonderful singer, entertainer, and a true original. He'll be greatly missed. May he rest easy in grace and love and be remembered. Please write your condolences for us, as it will be the only thing that gets his beloved through this difficult time. And it's the truth. A big part of our childhood is gone because, we'll talk about Thanksgiving in a minute, but I wanted to let people know that Will Ryan, the voice behind Grubby the Octopede from Teddy Ruxpin, has passed away. And I just finished reading a news article that stated that he also did voices for a show called Return to Pooh Corner, The Adventures of Odyssey, amongst other projects in his long and varied career. Never thought I would see that happen in light of the recent rebirth of Teddy Ruxpin. I was hoping he'd be around for a lot more stories, a lot more fun, because being a voice actor gives older people like him a new lease on a career. A lot of people that in his business back in the day were often associated with radio. What the hell? What the hell did I just hit here? Oh, okay. Wow. Shit, hold on. Man, it always seems to happen when I do things like this. For Thanksgiving, I know what I'm going to be doing this Thanksgiving. Since Will Ryan died over the weekend, I think we ought to take time with our families and just enjoy each other. If you can get out to see your families, by all means, take that opportunity, because you never know when your family members are going to pass. You never know when something is going to happen. It just goes on to say, life is fleeting. You could live to be 90-something years old and pass away from a deadly disease, or you could die from old age. Will Ryan has been around a good long time, and he's given joy to a lot of people. And to me, he'll always be Grubby the Octopede, And like I said, I didn't realize that Will Ryan had a major connection with Disney, because Teddy Ruxpin was created by Ken Forsee, who worked for Disney. and also designed costumes for the television show. And Will Ryan has done voiceover work for Return to Pooh Corner, amongst other projects, over his varied career. And it's a big blow to a lot of us that grew up listening to Teddy Ruxpin either on YouTube or on, if you have a bear that works, you can listen to the stories and his voice will never leave. To me, he'll always be the lovable um, octopede, who loved root stew and loved adventuring with Teddy Ruxpin. That's what I want to remember. But news just came over the wire a few minutes ago that Will Ryan has passed away. And I said I loved him as Grubby. He was so good in the Teddy Ruxpin stories. Send his wife and family my condolences. So sad to hear this. Loved Teddy Ruxpin when I was 13. And that's a hard thing to deal with. Because he played a guy named Eugene. And, that's what I'm saying. If you have a chance to get out and see like these older actors, comedians, musicians, if you get a chance to get a ticket, you better go. And if you definitely have a chance to talk to them through these virtual meet and greets, take that chance. It's well worth it. But I want to send out my condolences to Will Ryan's family. He is at peace. He's not hurting anymore. And he doesn't have to worry about what's going on this planet. But if you want to do something good, be thankful for your family this Thanksgiving and do something good to honor the memory of someone that you love. Not just somebody to not just going to a family's house and having a dinner and calling it a day. I mean, get together and really appreciate your time together. Because if it's one thing I learned over the last couple of weeks, is that things can happen that could alter your life forever. My brother hurting himself was one thing. Another thing is I injured myself here about a month ago. I'm slowly back on the road to recovery. And then hearing about what happened with Will Ryan. And the Monkees did their last tour dates over the last couple of months. The Monkees was a 60s television pop group that became a phenomenon. At one point, they outsold the Beatles at one point. In fact, if you listen to Randy Scouse Git, you hear a line in there. The four kings of EMI are sitting stately on the floor. That was a tip of the hat to the Beatles, who helped the Beatles start it all up for them. And, with people like Will Ryan dying and people getting older like Paul McCartney or the surviving members of the Monkees, things like that don't last forever. I think of Will Ryan joining the big band of good people in the sky, with the singers and your favorite actors. They're all up there having a grand time and they're not sick anymore. They're able to do the things that they couldn't do when they got older. But I have to think that it is a dark day for people that love Teddy Ruxpin or whatever else he was involved in. We have to keep it going. We have to keep it going for him. We have to keep it going for those that aren't around anymore. And we cannot forget that we recently lost Russie Taylor, who is known for the voice of Mickey Mouse. But she was also the voice of Leota the Wood Sprite in Teddy Ruxpin. You could tell by her little giggle that she gives the Wood Sprite. Old-time actors like that are becoming few and far between. But Will Ryan has died from cancer, I think. I think he died earlier today. but I don't know. It just came across my Facebook feed. You could look it up on Google or Yahoo. So that's all up to you. But how many of you remember Return to Pooh Corner? How many of you remember Teddy Ruxpin, the original cartoon? I certainly do. But I do love the Iliop toy bears that came out in the 80s. Although very many kids didn't have good luck with them because they often broke. But I do have the current incarnation of Teddy Ruxpin, the wicked cool toys. I gotta change the batteries. But if you want to remember Will Ryan, watch whatever he was popular in and remember him that way. So, yeah, I think he would want that. You know, he had a varied career. Check Facebook, check Twitter, check any place that you get your news. And be thankful for your family, be thankful for your friends, and be thankful for good health. Please be thankful for good health. And cherish your family because you never know when their time's going to come. Have a good evening, everybody, and I'll get back on here sometime within the next week or so. Have a good evening. Bye.